each of the ministry areas.
When the election was called, Fabian Picardo expressed the hope that it would be a clean campaign. But the Gibraltarian electorate probably won't be too surprised that with just days to go, among the serious arguments about the ideas that will shape Gibraltar for the coming 4 years, there's also some name-calling and mocking. The squabbles played out over loudspeakers on Main Street as both parties sought to make the most of the last weekend before polling day. Last week, GSD election candidate Robert Vasquez claimed the GSLP Liberal leader spoke to him in bullying terms because he had claimed there is corruption in Gibraltar. On Saturday, Mr. Vasquez highlighted that the GSLP Liberals have not delivered the independent anti-corruption authority that they promised in their 2011 manifesto.
And I have mentioned a word that hardly anybody likes to mention in Gibraltar. The word is corruption. I don't mind saying it. I really don't mind saying it, because everybody who walks down the streets of Gibraltar talks about it, but I am a politician that is open, fair, transparent and democratic, and I have no shame in talking about it publicly. And I would remind you of one thing. It's not me who's mentioned that word for the first time. If you look at the manifesto of the GSLP in 2011, one of their promises was to have an anti-corruption and anti-bribery authority. Well, I tell you something, they wouldn't have said that if they didn't think there was any corruption in Gibraltar, would they?
For his part, Fabian Picardo said if Mr. Vasquez believes there is corruption, he should present evidence to the police.
Mr. Vasquez said the other day that there is corruption in Gibraltar, and I saw him at a function. I was with a police officer, and I said to him, Robert, you say there's corruption. The sooner you give me the evidence in front of this police officer so we can start to investigate it, the better, because I won't tolerate corruption in the Gibraltar that I lead. They go, Robert, give him the evidence of corruption. It's important you've said there's corruption. Apparently, what he meant to tell me was that I was bullying him. Pero si el chico soy yo, Robert, tú tienes 60 años y eres un QC que ganaste en el courtroom y yo nada más que soy nylon o poliéster, picha, ¿cómo te puedo hacer bullying? Yo a ti.
Mr. Picardo also called Daniel Feetham a racist, alluding to comments he made to GBC in an interview on Friday. Mr. Feetham has dismissed the remark, saying his opponent lacks judgment and never does what he preaches. And the electorate is left wondering, across the political divide, does name-calling politics improve the arguments?